Okay, so you're based in the UK and you want a really good red light therapy panel, but you don't want to muck around with import duties, international currencies, shipping delays, all of that nonsense. You just want something local. So, what red light therapy panel is the best for UK customers? As you can see, I have 17 red light therapy panels behind me. I've compared them all in a rather in-depth series. However, that video is more focused on the US customers. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to pull up the rankings from this series. The final rankings, best to worst, and then what we're going to do is apply some filters to see which is the best for you, you wonderful person who lives in the UK. Okay, so here on screen you can see the rankings after 6 rounds in my comparison series. In that series there were actually 7 rounds. The last round scored on price and shipping for American customers. So I've ignored that round and just looked at the scores prior to that round. So yeah, we're not going to dwell on this because we need to apply some filters. I should quickly mention you can actually go over to lighttherapyinsiders.com and check out my shopping tool there. And I have an extensive database of all the red light therapy panels I've reviewed over the years. And you can sort, rank, filter, depending on your metrics, price point, LED count, what wavelengths are emitted. It is a really cool tool, so you should definitely check it out. Okay, so 17 panels. First up, let's get rid of any panel that you can't get in the UK. The company simply doesn't ship to the UK. So that means the Red Rush, the Gimbrid, and the Color Elite are out, leaving 14 panels. Again though, we've still got a lot of refinement to do before we find the best panels for the UK. So what I'm doing next is looking at the price to ship these 14 panels to your address in the UK. And I've decided anything under, say, £20, we're gonna cut out. You could argue that price doesn't matter, we're looking for the best here, but if you have seen my reviews and if you have seen my comparison series, pretty much anything in the top 5, even top 10 panels, they're really good. You're gonna get a good panel. So yeah, anything that's costing more than 20 British pounds to get it shipped to the UK is going to be cut. So that means the Platinum LED Biomax costing a couple $100, that's out. Mitre Red Light, the Mitre Pro 1500, that is out. Actually, with that panel, it only costs about $20 US to get it shipped to your door, but there's a $500 tax bill that's included. Mitre Red charged that at the time of checkout, so then it comes straight through the border, but that's a lot of money. So anyway, they're getting the cut. Huga Ultra had a freight price of 122, Lightpath LED 160. I do lighting, the Alibaba panel, that's a couple $100. I don't have an exact number, but it's expensive. And then the Juve is about 140, and I don't think that includes taxes. Anyway, there's 6 we can cull from the list, and that leaves 8. Now what's interesting, out of those 8 panels, 7 of them have free shipping to the UK, which is great. The one that didn't, Block Blue Light, they have a small charge of 7 British pounds, so it's nothing major. Now remember, these panels are ordered from best to worst based on their ranking in my comparison series. So as we lose Platinum LED, which was the winner of that series, now Block Blue Light comes to the top. What I want to do now is just look at panels that ship from a UK warehouse. Why is this so important, especially if you can get free shipping on the other panels? Well, there's a couple of benefits here. Firstly, you're going to get it a lot faster. I mean, it's shipping from the same country, right? I mean, you don't have to wait a week or so to get it from America, or a few days from Europe, or even Asia in some instances. Secondly, if there are any issues and you have to send it back, maybe it was damaged in freight or there's a warranty claim, it's a lot easier, a lot cheaper to return it to a local address than an international one. Thirdly, there's no risk of import duties, because even though some of those panels we just looked at had free shipping to the UK, it doesn't mean there's free taxes, or the taxes are included. So what may happen is, yeah, you pay for the panel, there's no shipping, you think great, and then all of a sudden you get a bill saying, hey, we've got this parcel at the border, you owe us £200. And that sucks. Now, a lot of companies say this won't happen, or they'll cover the cost, but there's always that risk. And if it's not an import duty, it may just be a handling fee or a processing fee. So let's narrow our list down even further and just leave the panels that ship from a UK warehouse. Okay, so that means the Rouge Kia, the Cyanotic, and the Bond Charge panels are all out as they're not shipping from the UK. Now, the Mito Light and the Cyto LED panel, they actually ship from a European warehouse. So yeah, I mean, it's a little bit better in terms of shipping times, but you've still got the issues with the import duties. So that leaves 3, the Block Blue Light Mega, the Royo Therapy Refine 900, and the Infrared Pro Max. All of these have UK-based warehouses, which is awesome. If you're enjoying this video, can I ask a favor? Can you just go down, hit the like button, and also subscribe if you haven't already. I do a lot of videos like this. It takes a lot of time, and to be honest, I really appreciate the support. So yeah, hit like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you want as well. Okay, so we've gone from 17 down to 3. So let's show them on screen with a little bit more data. Here you can see rankings, first, second, third. But next to that, you see the position that particular panel got in my full series. Block Blue Light Mega came in at 2nd place, the Radiotherapy Refine 3rd place, and the Infrared Pro Max 13th place. So the reason why I displayed this is to show that the Infrared Pro Max is quite far behind these other two panels. Block Blue Light and Radiotherapy produce very good panels, and in fact they share a lot of features, but then they're both unique in their own right as well. So before you rush out and buy one of these panels, it is important to look at all options, and to be honest, I'd even recommend going out and checking my independent dedicated review on each of these panels, because I have done that as well. And then in the final column, you can see the shipped price to a UK address, including taxes, after using discount code Alex. You see, I'm affiliated with a lot of these companies, including the 3 on screen. That means if you use the discount code and the discount link, and I'll put them all below in the show notes, you save a little bit, but I do get a bit of a commission as well. But hey, we may as well run with the discounted price. Now, as you can see here, the Block Blue Light is the most expensive panel, even with the discount. Radiotherapy is in the middle, and then the Infrared Pro Max is quite cheap, to be honest. But again, look at how these panels scored in my series. Personally, if I was in your shoes, I wouldn't consider the Infrared Pro Max. And again, check out my review, you'll see why. There's some things I really don't like about it. I would spend the extra few £100 and get the Royo or the Block Blue Light Mega. So hopefully that answered the question. What is the best red light therapy panel for UK customer? I mean, if you're looking at rankings and points and you're not worried about price, then yeah, it's the Block Blue Light Mega. If you're on a budget and don't want to just burn through cash, then I'd probably drop down to the Radiotherapy Refine. If you're super tight on money, then yeah, check out the Infrared Pro Max. But I'd actually go back a few minutes in this video and look at all the options that do free shipping and see how they stack up, because you may find that you can get a similar price panel. You may have to pay some import taxes, but it's probably going to be a much better panel than the Infrared Pro Max. However, I say all of this before you rush out and buy one of these panels. And again, watch the review on that panel before you buy it, just in case, because I go into a lot of details in those reviews. But before you do all of that, hang around, because there's actually a few other panels I need to mention and a few other companies I need to mention. So you see there's actually 5 other red light therapy companies that are based in the UK. Now, I didn't have their panel for my 2024 comparison series. That's why we haven't touched on them until now. But let me run through each of these companies one by one. First up, we have Red Light Rising. Now, this is a UK-based company. They've actually been in the space for quite some time. I've met the founders. I've reviewed quite a few of their products. And yeah, they have good panels, a little bit on the expensive side, but good nevertheless. You could consider their full stack panel. It's about £700 after using discount code Alex. It is an older panel and it is quite narrow. There's a lot more improvements in the Radiotherapy and the Block Blue Light panels we've touched on earlier, but still, you may want to consider that. Links are all down below. Another option to consider is Red Light Man. Again, UK-based company, and this company's been around for a very long time. It's one of the OGs of the red light therapy panel space. I don't have any discount codes, and I'm yet to review any of their panels, but I would recommend checking out their Combo Body Light 2.0. This panel has 4 wavelengths. It looks good on paper. It is on the narrower side, and I've done videos on why I prefer wider panels. And I don't know what the power numbers are because I haven't reviewed it. The third option is LumiRed. Now, this company is actually based in Ireland, so technically that's not in the UK, I believe, but still, you may be watching this, and if you're in Ireland, yeah, check them out. Again, I haven't reviewed their panel. If you'd like me to review some of these panels, leave a comment down below and just say, can you please review this panel? And I'll add it to my list, and also subscribe so when it's out, you'll be notified of the review. The fourth option is Helios. Again, UK based. Again, I haven't reviewed their panels, but I've heard good things about them. Their Helios 2 1500, which is a similar size panel to the panels we've been looking at so far, that sells for about 900 British pounds. Again, I don't have a discount code. Hopefully I'll get one to review though, and I can get a discount. But yeah, you should definitely consider these though, because they are around the same price point as that Royo panel. Again, I just can't really comment too much on them because I haven't tested them. And then finally we have Kia Lamps, UK based. And no reviews, no discounts, sorry, or at least at the time of filming. Their panel, the Elite 1500, is quite, it's on the pricier side. It's about £1,100. However, it looks really good. It's more of a modern panel in terms of features. There's a touchscreen control system, wireless connectivity. These are the things you're seeing in the Blockwood Light and the Royo panel. Again though, I haven't reviewed it, so be sure to subscribe to check that out. In the meantime, check this out. YouTube thinks it's a really good video you should watch. Go watch it. And of course, if you're going to place an order on any of these panels, discount links are all below.